Hey everyone, welcome to today. Today's a bit of a different day, so it's Tuesday. I'm trying to just start filming daily. I was thinking the other day in the shower, as one does, I was thinking, you know, I don't feel like I have a lot of like interesting things to film every day because I feel like I just do like different versions of the same thing. But then I was like, there are entire YouTube channels on YouTube that are just cleaning, and they just clean the same house over and over and over. And I was like, so if they can do it, I can just daily vlog and somebody will watch it. Okay, so today is a bit of an odd day. I'm making my second cup of coffee. It is almost 1 o'clock. It's like 12:45. I'm having a cheeky second cup of coffee. My tripod is kind of broken. I really need a new one. Hopefully this works. Anyway, I'm making a second cup of coffee. Don't usually have 2 cups of coffee, but it is a 2 cup of coffee kind of day. It is blustery outside and windy, and today's a bit of an odd day because I have a lot to do, which I'll talk to you about in a second, and I have a fussy baby. Poor guy. You know how in the last vlog I was saying I'm not sure if he's sick or what's going on. It was a cold. It was very minor because Grayson woke up today under the weather. He's fine. It's like a head cold, just a very, very small minor cold. So we just treat it in our natural ways and then move along with our day. But I did have to call the mom of the other kid I homeschool and let her know. And so we decided that she'll keep him home today just to try and avoid him getting the illness. But it's kind of unavoidable at this point, which we both agreed. Like, they're probably just gonna swap germs, but if it's just between our 2 families, then it's okay. So he's feeling better. It's one of those colds where, you know, you wake up and you feel crummy, like he's had a stuffy nose and his throat was kind of sore. And then he had a tea and he had some toast. He had like 3 pieces of cinnamon raisin toast. 4? And then he felt so much better. So we've just scrapped school today. We're calling it a day off, sick day. The kids, I'm letting them play a little bit of video games so I can get some stuff done. That way they still get some social interaction. They are both playing on their separate computers with their friends. So like they're all playing together. So Mackenzie and Grayson are playing together with additional friends. So love when that happens. I can hear them collaborating and doing games and cute. I'm obsessed with brown sugar lattes right now. So I just put my A2 milk and a little bit of heavy cream, a splash of vanilla, and then a little bit of brown sugar. And in the morning I do collagen as well in there, and I whip it up, and it has been such a treat. Wait, no, I should have put the rest of the brown sugar. It's kind of funny though, I realized that, like, let's be honest, the pandemic made me speak about illness differently. I don't know why. I think then I was just scared of, like, I don't know, getting canceled for like not being terrified. Now I don't care. But I realized that, like, during the pandemic, whenever anybody had a cold or somebody had a sniffle, I wouldn't say anything, and I would like vlog around it because I just didn't want the drama and like somebody being like, oh my god, you shouldn't have done this because somebody has a sniffle, or did you make sure you stayed home for the like the. But we're past that now, and life moves on, and illness happens, and everybody gets sick. It is in fact very healthy to have a good little cold like once a year. That's usually, we get once or twice a year we'll get a cold, and that's about it for our family. So this is our turn. I can feel now that somebody else has come down. I thought I was just feeling like overwhelmed and a little bit run down, but now I know that my body was fighting something off. I don't think I'm gonna get sick. I don't think Cody is gonna get sick. Our vitamin and supplement routine, I amp it up at the end of summer, and I change it into like our winter supplements. And honestly, it keeps Cody and I going pretty strong, which is fine for me. Like, I can feel when our body is fighting something off, and as long as we get that like fight off, we don't have to get sick for us to get the immunity and the benefit from it. Because it's not healthy to never get sick, right? So I'm happy with it. Now looking back, I know that my body did fight this off, whatever it was, but it was very minor. Like, I could feel like my voice was a little different, and I didn't get stuffy. I could just, you know, you can feel when you're fighting something off. So, I mean, as the person that is snotted on and glued to the baby, makes sense. I feel great, and so as long as I continue feeling great, I'm going to tackle some stuff today. So since today is like a write-off day, we're not doing school, whatever, joys of homeschooling, we can just say, nah, not today. I have a lot to do, and I'm going to take you guys along. I don't know how much I'm going to get done. It's already 1 o'clock, and I have a fussy baby, so... What, honey? I really don't know what it is. I've changed his mum. We've rocked, we've played, we've nursed, we've nursed, we've nursed, then we've played, then we've nursed. Now he's just in there. Because although he still was he did have a cold, he's so much better. He's like normal today, but he's got just big chompers coming through the top. Ah, that's gotta hurt. All right, I've got him settled for a second with a little biscuit, and we'll see if he just chills. So funny. I always say this, but like old Rainbow would have judged this Rainbow so much for giving you a little baby biscuit, hey? That's okay. We grow. Okay, so I was able, I'm not gonna lie, I was a little bit, you're just gonna hear some fussing in the background. He's just having a fussy day. Those teeth are tough. I'm not gonna lie, when Grayson told me that he wasn't feeling well today, this morning when he woke up, of course I'm so sad whenever one of my kids is sick. Like, that is just sad and sucky, but he's okay. Like, he's not feeling too bad. There was a little bit of me that was like, ooh, that's kind of nice, because I knew we would probably be alone today and we would probably kind of get a reset day, and I really needed it. So I'm not terribly sad that I'm not doing this big extra homeschool day. It is a lot of work to homeschool an extra child. It's like different because they don't, like, your kids know your routine and your rhythm, and they know how you do school, and they know how your household functions. And homeschool is very much a part of everyday life, and so like it just flows once you get your family's rhythm down. And when you add somebody else who has a different flow at their house and like bring them into your flow, it's just different. It's hard. It's like, it's just extra. It's extra. Okay. Oh, you don't care about the biscuit. Okay. Well, that's sad. Carly will be happy to eat that for you. Anyway, this morning it was nice. I got him down for his first nap, and I went, like, I just came down in my pajamas today, which I never do when I'm doing school day. Usually I came down in my PJs. Usually I like to like stay in my room until I'm fully ready. Like, I get ready, I do my hair, wash my face, you know, get dressed, and then come downstairs. And this morning I was like, ooh, I'm just gonna go have breakfast and coffee in my pajamas. And it was a lovely, just chill, restful morning. It was really nice. It just felt, homeschooling an extra kid is not bad. I don't want it to come off that way. It is just extra. And so like there is this sense of like, oh, it's just us today. And so this morning I had that, and I was like, oh, that's nice. And so when he went down for his first nap, it's a very quick one. I knew it wouldn't be very long. He slept in the crib, and I took a shower really quick and did my bangs and just got to like get dressed and put myself together for a minute, and that was really nice. So today, as you know from the last vlog, we are painting, or we were painting. We painted Grayson's room. Oh, honey, what? What is it? What? Do you just need to tell the world that your teeth are coming in and it doesn't feel very good? And you had a cold, your first cold? Yeah, oh, that's okay. Your nose. Yeah. Hold on. I'll talk to you in a second. I gotta go figure out what's up with this boy. You're not normally fussy. What's going on? Do you hear the wind? That knocking sound? It's super windy. We have snow in the forecast in the next 2 weeks, which is affecting how busy I need to be today and why I really needed this day, because we have a lot of snow in our 2-week forecast. Now it has already changed. We were supposed to get like 10 centimeters of snow in one day, like next weekend, and that has shifted a little bit, but I think now it's even more. So we're preparing for snow. That means we have to get the entire outside prepped. We have to prep the garden beds. I have like 5 days until the first frost, which is so much longer than I normally get. Okay, I'll talk to you after. In a second, I gotta go settle this poor boy. Alright, he's kind of content playing with toys for a second, so we will see if that lasts. I just don't know what's going on with him. I think it's just teeth. He's just having a fuss day. It's very noisy here. There's construction. Our window, Grayson's window is open, so you can hear it coming from downstairs or from upstairs. See? You see Mommy. Yeah, you see Mama. I think all the noise might be the camera. He wants to have the camera. Anyway, it's very noisy. They are finally building the 2 houses. Our street is weird. Our neighborhood is still being built, and there were 2 houses at the end of the street, like right across the street from us, that weren't built. Like the lot was just empty for years, like 6 years, 5 years since this house was built. 6 years. A developer finally bought them and are finally putting in the houses. So there's construction during the day, which is just normal for this neighborhood. It's not that loud, but the window's open, so the wind is blowing, the baby is fussing, the construction is going, and the children are playing games. He's so clever. I wonder if he thinks when I'm talking to the phone that maybe he wants to look at it, and I wonder if he thinks we're FaceTiming someone, because he is starting to understand. I think he's starting to figure out, like, when we FaceTime people, they interact with him, and it's not just like a video, it's different. Anyway, there's a lot going on, so I'm gonna try and get as much as I can done. So in the last vlog, we had painted Grayson's bedroom, and so that is complete. It looks amazing. We still have to take like the edging off, and I think Cody wants to patch one little dent that was there still when we moved in that he missed. That's the thing. There's a lot of like work to be done on the walls. There was lots of denting and little just like superficial stuff, but still things we want to fix. Okay, it's definitely one of those weeks where I just have to take things in stride as they come. So the kids actually have a class today that Mackenzie has gone off to. Grayson is staying home, and then so we are too. So the baby is sleeping. I finally got him down. He was just so fussy. I think he was tired. Oh, please don't be awake. Are you kidding me? Oh no, fall back asleep. So, as I was trying to explain, we painted Grayson's room, and so that's all done. Cody has one little spot. He missed a dent in the wall that needs to be just patched and repainted because we're trying to make it all nice. I think it's in the window box again. I think it's just part of them, you know, ripping up the window box horribly, the builders, and not replacing it properly. Not bitter at all. Anyway, so that has to be done. That's been done, and that is painted. And so all we have to do now is like pull off the tape and finish the little bits. But now we have to deal with the real reason that we even painted the room in the first place. Well, one, it needed to get painted, but two, Grayson is struggling with keeping a tidy space. It is very common for a person with ADHD to just struggle with keeping things clean. He's also just a 9-year-old boy, and that is a struggle. So I had created a giant playroom in the basement, but the issue was he was the only one really playing in the playroom anymore because he's the only one who plays with toys right now, like besides baby toys. Em is turning 13 and she's kind of growing out of that, right? So he was the only one using it, and then what was happening was he was bringing toys up to his bedroom still, and then he had a messy bedroom and a messy playroom, and it was just too much for him to clean. I don't often go down to the basement because I don't need to very often, so, and all the toys that are a choking hazard need to stay, blah. It was just a lot. So I decided, you know what? Grayson's room never got like fully decorated, which is why we're painting his room first and focusing on his room first, because his walls needed to be painted. When we moved in, we were like, we need to paint these walls, but we never had time. And I was like, oh, we don't have time, we're too busy, and we just never got around to it. So we were like, enough, we're gonna make it happen. Whether we have time or not, we're just doing it. So we're finally gonna decorate his room and like put his posters up on the wall and his frames and everything he wants. But I also decided that I think we're gonna scrap the playroom for the most part. We're gonna keep the big toys downstairs still. So like the Barbie house is downstairs. The big Hot Wheel track will probably have to go downstairs, and we'll probably have to stay downstairs. Just some of the really big things that don't need to be in a bedroom can stay down there, and that'll be fine. Like the play kitchen, I'm going to bring the play kitchen that they got for Christmas last year upstairs after Christmas, because Zeg will be old enough then to play with it, and the kids can all play with it together. I don't care that it is not aesthetic. I don't care that it is like kind of an ugly plastic kitchen. I was talking to Cody about this. I was like, do I buy an aesthetic kitchen to like kind of go in the house? And he was like, are you kidding me, Rainbow? Listen to yourself. We have children and they live here, and we are not going to buy a toy that looks like it matches our furniture. We are not going to be those parents. And I was like, you're right. That's silly. We're just gonna have the ugly play kitchen in our house, because also there were years where we wished we had, you know, ugly baby toys filling our house, and here we are, and it's beautiful. Anyway, the goal is to move some furniture upstairs that's the playroom, shelving in particular, and just make his room look lovely. So I'm going to start helping him organize and helping him stay on top of it. That is going to be, but it just needs an overhaul. We just need to do it. So we painted 2 days ago. It needed to obviously stay and have the window open for a couple nights to like off gas and get all the fumes locked up in the room and out the window. It wasn't actually very fumey at all, which I was super surprised by. It's interesting. So today's job, one of today's jobs, and my goal today is, which I don't know. Oh, I don't have my watch on. It's 2 o'clock now by the time I got the baby down, and I would love to clean up some of the room. We kind of just shoved the leftover stuff in the middle of the room, on the bed, on his desk. I don't know if I want to keep the desk. We're gonna go through it, and we're gonna clean it, and we're gonna organize it. And tonight, when Cody gets home, we are going to bring one of the bookshelves upstairs to his room, if not both. I have 2 beautiful brown matching bookshelves downstairs, and I really could create some like an interesting section in his room. Maybe I'll do that. I don't know. I want it to be like nice, and I also want it to be practical for him. So the goal today is to try and clean up the room and get it ready, and like move shelves or move the stuff off the shelves downstairs, and just have that ready for Cody and I to move furniture upstairs quickly when the baby goes to bed tonight. We'll see how much of that actually happens. I will try my best. So that is thing 1 on the list. Cody is going to Costco tonight. He has to go to Costco. Oh, this restless baby, I think, is kind of awake. He's got to go to Costco tonight, and I'm not going to go with him, because every time we've been getting in the car, anytime like after 4 o'clock, and it's like that evening time, if we don't make it home on time, Zeg just can't handle the car. He's so upset, and he ends up like crying half the way home. And we have to drive this huge stretch of highway where there's not a lot of spots to pull over, and it's really stressful because even me sitting in the back seat doesn't help. Like, we've had to pull over multiple times. He's just not having it, and I don't know why. I've tried so many different things. Grayson has really bad car sickness, and I don't know, like, is he not feeling well in the car? Is it just because he doesn't want to be in there? To me, it seems like he doesn't understand that he has to be strapped in, and he's mad, and he doesn't want to be in the straps. I don't know what it is. Regardless, we've just said, okay, I'm not going to Costco for now. I'm going to just mostly stay home with the baby for this period while he's in this season of hating the car. And Cody's going to do the shop on his own tonight. So I have to meal plan for that. I have to make the grocery list and send him with that, because I'm the cook mostly in the family. We have a busy week. We also have house guests coming. It's wild. Okay, so then I have to clean, and obviously like clean this house. I have to sweep because the vacuum just got fixed, but it's kind of not doing the job I needed to do, and I don't think it did a full round last night. So I need to keep on top of the cleaning. I need to finish Grayson's room. I need to do laundry. I need to wash laundry, and I need to catch up on my folding. I think I have 2 baskets of laundry on my bed. We just need to like get some there. It's just clutter. It's bugging me. And there's more. But wait, there's more. I was gonna make bread, but it is already 2 o'clock. I don't think I'm gonna have time to make bread. So we're just not gonna make bread today. I have to make bread, but I mean not make dough for tomorrow. Then I have to process vegetables. Oh, and like I said, there's snow in the forecast. So we have about 5 days where the risk of frost, like it's risky at this point, but there's not supposed to be frost yet because it's not supposed to get down to 0 overnight quite yet. But there is a whole bunch of snow in the forecast in the next, week and a half, 2 weeks. And we need to prepare for that. So that means we need to probably give the lawn one more mow. We need to feed the lawn. We need to clean it up and get rid of all the summer stuff that doesn't need to be out there anymore. We need to clear our deck mostly and decide if we're putting the deck furniture away or if we're still going to use the fire pit a little bit. It's hard when it snows because you don't know if the snow is going to stay or if it's going to go. And then I have to pull the rest of the garden in. Anything that's left over, pull in the rest of the herbs, anything left on the vines, my tomatoes, that has to be done in the next day or two. So I'm gonna try and go work for like a half hour out there today. And then I swear I'm not like, this is my life lately though. And when I'm like, I'm busy, I just mean I'm like fluttering from thing to thing. There's a lot to get done. And then I pulled in all of this stuff. So I have to do a lot. I have to dehydrate ginger. This whole bag needs to be dehydrated. I need to process all of these, cut them and freeze them. Decide what I'm doing with the zucchinis. These are butternut squashes that I grew. They're a little funny shaped. And then I guess I grew hybrid like butternut squash zucchinis, because these, like my butternut squash plant branched out and these were growing, and these are very zucchini-ish. So I don't know. And then my friend, but wait, there's more. My friend gave me these on Friday and it is Tuesday. So the fact that they're still in the box is ridiculous. I need to pull them out. But she gave me a box of tomatoes, and she does this all the time and I love her for it. So I'm gonna pull these out right now. There's so many. There's so many. It's a whole coffee box full of tomatoes. She had brought them because they're from her mother-in-law's garden, and her mom has too many tomatoes. Sorry, I was not filming my own head. Let me talk while I put this down and do this. I'm just gonna take these out because they need to come out anyway, and I'll talk to you while I take them out. They will just ripen and turn red while you can use them green, but they will turn red. So I need to process the ones that have turned red and kind of figure out what's going on here. So she has, her gardens are beautiful. She lives on a farm, and she has like, her garden is 100 feet. Crazy, crazy big garden. Obviously I just have my two little gardens, which are quite hefty for like suburban living, I think. My gardens are 14 by 10 and 9 by 7, I think, just in the backyard. Those are my vegetable gardens. And so whenever she has extra produce, or she's grown too much of something, or something's really produced, or like this, where her mom has given her stuff, but she already has a ton of tomatoes, she'll bring it to our homeschool meetup, and whoever wants some can take some. And then she knows that I also just will process whatever I can. So if not very many people took any, and so I took the whole box home because I'm not gonna let them go to waste. So I was like, I will take them, and I guess I'm processing tomatoes. So now I'm gonna take them and I'm going to freeze them once they've ripened fully. And I think these are Better Boy, or are these I think they're Better Boy tomatoes. Anyway, so I was just super grateful because I have tomatoes to pull in, but I didn't get a ton this year. So I will freeze them, and then I will use the frozen tomatoes in things like pasta sauces later. So I'll like wash them, I'll remove the stems, I just cut the ends off, and then I put them in a freezer bag and freeze them. And then when I want to go make a spaghetti sauce or whatever, they're just wonderful to cook with, and it's a good way to preserve them without having to make something and then can it also. It's not too many, but it's like a good haul of tomatoes. It will make us a couple of nice pasta sauces or something like that. So that's the to-do list for today, and it is 2 o'clock. And the baby is fussy, and the other boy is sick. So plus there's dinner to be made. I made chicken noodle soup yesterday because with bone broth. I did a broth the night before, and then I made chicken noodle soup yesterday with it because I assumed, well, I did it as a precautionary measure because I wasn't sure if Zagreus was teething or if it was a cold. So just in case, I made a chicken noodle soup. Good thing, because now I have that, and I think we might just do like a munchy day where we'll have like soup at like 3 or 4 o'clock, early dinner, and there's a snack for the rest of the day, and I'll just make things as I go. I still have to make a loaf of bread so they can have fresh sourdough with that. That would be nice. Okay, so that is the to-do list today, and I figured I would take you along. But this is why I haven't been vlogging lately, and it's a struggle for me to vlog because I'm like, nobody wants to see this. But now I'm like, do you know what? I just film my life, and I share a lot of random stuff, and so you all just are gonna see it. I'm just gonna bring you, because this is what I do every day. It's just a variety of stuff. just miscellaneous things that need to get done. And I enjoy it immensely. But this is the crunch time. Company's coming. A room is in the middle of being painted. And the entire garden needs to make sure it comes in the next like 2 or 3 days. I have to harvest potatoes. I have to freaking harvest potatoes. I also want to put the stinging nettle in the stinging nettle spot so that come spring it will grow early, and like I've got some growing in a pot and I need to transplant it so it hopefully survives the winter and will come back, and then plant more seeds around it because I have a hidden patch at the back of my garden that's not in my garden, and it's wedged between the house, our deck, and my garden bed and a window well. And it's this little rectangle that is perfect for the stinging nettle patch because the kids can't get to it and neither can the dogs. Stinging nettle obviously is named stinging nettle for a reason. It will burn and like irritate the skin to no end. It is painful when you get stung by stinging nettle. So, but it is one of my favorite plants, and it is something I use in my apothecary constantly. It is such a wonderful, wonderful plant medicine. So I want a huge stinging nettle patch. So I finally found some stinging nettle seeds, and I've got some growing in a pot to hopefully transplant, and then I'll just throw the rest of the seeds on the ground. But I don't know whether or not I should do it now or in the spring. Okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm talking too much. I'm gonna meal plan, I think, while I sit here, just to give myself a little bit of breather before I start. Or no, what should I do first? Could throw some laundry in, really. And that's why some days my kitchen might just stay like this today. This just might be my kitchen today. It just might live like this. And that's gonna be okay, because it's not the priority. Sorry, kitchen, but you are not important right now. And it always looks bad right now because, again, she's not working. So hopefully Cody will have time to fix it tonight or tomorrow. I think it's just a small fix, and then I'll have a dishwasher again. So let's go put some laundry in. That's what we're gonna do. Laundry. Okay, so I asked Grayson if I could film this process in his room, and he said yeah. So this is what we're working with right now. It is gross, but I'm gonna share the reality of what I mean when I say like something has to change. I need to take over helping him clean his room because we moved his bed and there's like granola bar wrappers that he's not supposed to have upstairs, just clothes and stuff. So like, this is what we painted around. It's just all his junk piled in, and then obviously like paint stuff, but the room looks great. But we need to make all of this look good. And we have just a few days until we have company. You can hear all the construction in his room because it's right across the street. I'm gonna just work on it until the baby wakes up and see what can be done. Okay, the baby woke up. That did not last long, so I'm going to quickly bake a loaf of bread, have some lunch, some food. I don't know. We ate really late for breakfast, and now it's almost 3 o'clock and I'm hungry. So I'm gonna have some soup from yesterday. Let the baby have some too, and make some bread. We're watching the Goofy movie, Grayson is, and Em's on her way home, so. Okay, so it's like 3:45. I puttered around the kitchen and I made bread. Finished that. Look how pretty it is. Today's loaf. I just did a really random design in it, but it's cute. I did the meal plan. So I did it for 1 full week plus a day, because that's when we're going shopping next. I'm not going to share the meal plan with you because I think I'm going to share a Costco haul tonight. And then in that Costco haul, I'm also going to sit down and do a, like, what I'm making from what I bought. Because I want to start doing that more. What else did I do? That took me a little while. So I just, oh, and then I went through the fridge. I got rid of anything that was old. Just did a quick haul and once over through the pantry. Last night I went through both the freezers. I just did, again, this freezer, just take a quick look. Clear everything out and get it ready. I haven't washed it. I should probably do that, but that's a Friday job, not a today job. My cleaning schedule says I do that on Friday. Okay, so at least that's done. Some things checked off the list. Hi, Betty. Look at him. Look at him standing there. Hi. Hi. Hello, my love. Okay, so let's go change a bum. Yeah, go change a bum. And then I think I'm gonna try and get some stuff in Grayson's room done. We're getting there. Like, things are getting done. It's okay. I'm getting some stuff checked off. Okay, I got a load of dishes washed, but the kitchen's still a mess, so we'll get back to this. I just misplaced my tripod. I'm not gonna film while we do this, stop please, because Grayson doesn't have clothes on. He's just walking around in his underwear and he wants to help me, and well, regardless if he wants to, he's going to help me. He's feeling fine. So we are just, my goal is just to get this room sleepable so he can sleep in it, because he slept on the couch last night. He slept on a floor bed in our room the night before. It's not super working very well. He needs to sleep in his own bed. He needs that. He keeps getting up being like, I heard a scary sound. So, I'm gonna show you what it looks like now. I am not decorating tonight, or like, hopefully move furniture up and we'll deal with that tomorrow. But we just need to turn this into something workable. So here's your before. Went out and picked a bunch of little tomatoes in my garden. And there's the other ones. These are heirlooms and just little cherry tomatoes. Come look at my cookies. So good. Mackenzie's baking cookies. Cookies. Cody's about to. What? Where are you gonna put it? I'll be right there. Beautiful. Cookies. Cody's about to get home with groceries. We filmed a little grocery haul. Yeah, for a different video, and I'm getting tired. I didn't get as much done as I hoped. Like, I didn't get any of these done. It's a tomorrow job now. Tomorrow we'll be focusing on preserving all this food. But we did get Grayson's room like sleepable, so I cleared off his bed, moved it back, and put the plates back on 2 of the electrical outlets. That's gonna be a huge effort, Grayson's room, but again, we'll keep working away until we're done. Baby's gone to bed, so hopefully he stays down. He's sleeping right now. We shall see. Getting tired, getting ready to turn in myself for the night. You know what, maybe I'm just gonna end this vlog here because I don't think we're gonna do anything else that is extraordinary. I think I'm probably just gonna watch a show and fold laundry and have some cookies. Talk with Cody, put the kids to bed, things like that. So I hope you enjoyed just flitting along with me today. I had a big to-do list. It was very ambitious. I'm not surprised I didn't get it done, seeing as how I have 2 sick boys and sick and teething is tough. So that's okay. Like, he didn't even want to be worn today, really. He just wanted to be like held and me right there. So it was a tougher situation to try and get things done, but I got a lot done and I'm proud of myself with how much I got done despite the challenges. So it's so good.
Okay, well, you can just eat tomatoes.
I only do that when they're my tomatoes. Yeah, I hope you guys are all doing really well. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day or evening or whatever time of day it is for you. And we will see you in my next one. Bye, guys.